Hello, everyone. Welcome to PMC New York. Ajay, um, we are all waiting for you. This is Ramtha's Wisdom, session number 9. Welcome, Ajay.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity. So I would like to convey my gratitude to Brahmaship, Dhyana Pitama Brahmaship Subhash Patrici for introducing Anapanasati meditation and wisdom to me, and for Master Teacher Ramtha for introducing ancient wisdom to me. Thank you so much. So I think for yesterday we have seen how a thought or any emotion or the way you think how influence your DNA. We have seen that. I think today I will consolidate whatever till now we have learned. I think consolidate that so that we get one picture of we will get one idea, right? So today we'll see how can we map all these things. We have at least we have learned some basics of neuroscience. We have seen what is consciousness energy. We have seen what is DNA. I think we have learned concepts of this. So right now I'll combine all the things so that it is. Yes, that becomes from
Which
that
yeah,
let it
yeah.
start. Thought it become light,
તો તારું બંધ કર એટલે
light automatic energy, then become matter. You can call it as a God, spirit. Where will God is the so so I think since 9 classes we have learned about I think what is conscious energy, the how conscious energy become thought, how our brain is taking this converting this thought and light. This is called image. This we can call it the automatic and it's called image. So our brain will take the conscious energy or thought and convert it into image. That's the role of brain. It produce mind. So conscious energy in brain produce mind. Okay, fine. So I think I'll cover entire thing so that you'll get overall idea. So why we need focus, why we need to create our day, right? Or why we need to change our thought pattern, right? So okay. So I think that Father or conscious energy or God, you can call it a spirit or Mola Chaitanya, whatever you name it. So that is there in everywhere it is there, right? Out of that, which is then random in nature, which is in quantum potential. From that, we are taking we're taking some part of consciousness in the form of thought, which is abstract. The thought is which is abstract, right now doesn't have any concrete in structure, right? So we're taking abstract of that. So right then when you visualize that, right, when you give shape to that, it will become image. When you give feeling to that, the thought, it will become electromagnetic energy or image using brain. So whenever you give the image, right, the brain convert this thought into image, and that image converted into chemical in your head. So that chemical you are sending through your central nervous system. In central nervous system, we have that cerebral fluid, right? So CSF. So from brain, you are sending that signal to your entire body, right? From entire body, you're getting that sending signal to your cell, right? Yesterday I talked about cell. Your cell contain nucleus. In that we have DNA, right? So the cell receptor taking that signal, and RNA is copying that signal from DNA. So because DNA has all language, all coding structure it has, all the memory it has. So RNA checks whether particular this pattern exists or not, that signal exists or not, right? So that check the in DNA, it copies that, right? This copies that coding, and it will create proteins based on that particular pattern. That protein, nothing but we call it as a attitude, right? So that chemical, that protein is nothing but chemical released in the particular organ. So not only brain creates the chemicals. So I think whatever the pituitary gland release some of the neurotransmitters that will goes to your body, and cell receives that, and it will convert it into their own chemical there. For example, if you take pituitary gland, it will release ACTH hormone in our brain that will go to your kidneys and will converted that as a your adrenal hormone, right? I'll show you. I think we get clarity. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, I did. Yeah,
Yes.
thanks.
The prime CTH. So if you see here, I think hypothalamus, I think it releases CRS, something like that. So that will go to your pituitary gland, because every emotion or feeling that is nothing but hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is called it as a your manasu. You can call it as a in Sanskrit term, right? So that create is emotional association, that is nothing but hypothalamus. This emotional association will send a signal to pituitary gland. Pituitary gland can release any type of hormone in our body. It can manifest. It is a father in within you, right? So it's a part of your subconscious mind, pituitary gland. So all chemicals are like that only, but it's a master gland. Pituitary is the master gland. It's a what you call in the entire your head, it is a master gland, pitu gland. It can release any type of gland. It can release your stress hormone. It can release your bliss hormone also. It can release any type of hormone. It doesn't know what is right, what is wrong. So the hypothalamus and thalamus, there we what you call we segregate. This is good, this is bad, or this is what you call this is low, this is high, something like we are using these hypothalamus and thalamus. We are differentiating the things. Based on that differentiation, this hypothalamus sends signals to pituitary. That pituitary release these hormones. For example, it releases ACTH. It will from ACTH it will send through central nervous system or spinal cord. From spinal cord we are getting, for example, this is the kidney part, right? From the kidney we have this. Over the kidney we have this uh, adrenal gland. From that adrenal gland, this take this ACTH. Even though the ACTH is the particular hormone signal is sending the neurotransmitters, we call it, this neurotransmitter sending overall body, but only that key is available in kidneys. Only that kidneys can understand what is ACTH, and that kidneys will respond saying that, hey, I want to release this cortisol for particular stress, for anger,
Hi,
right? The
Ajay.
yeah,
Ajay, uh,
yeah.
is it possible to show only that picture? Zoom in and oh, sorry, it's a lot of work, I think now. It's okay.
Fine, fine, fine. Are you able to see?
Yes,
Much.
yes,
I,
we can see this.
so I think
Understood, understood.
yeah. If you see this image, I think this image is also very less. I think, yeah, yeah, you can see that, right? So this is your part of, for example, if you see this is thalamus, this is hypothalamus. This hypothalamus connected to always connected to this pituitary gland, right? So this is the part of your brain. This is the part of your midbrain. This is your yellow part of brain. This is your lower cerebellum, right? And this is your spinal cord, a part of midbrain connected to spinal cord. So if you see this picture, so like bird mouth, so this is a part of pituitary gland, this is a part of thalamus. So this is the part of pineal gland. So why I'm showing that, so the pituitary hypothalamus and and pituitary are connected close, right? So every hormone is connected to pituitary gland, especially that hypothalamus connected. So from hypothalamus, for example, whenever you feel angry, because you have that neuro connection, right? You have that this neurons, this is dendrites, this is axon. Again, you have these connections of neurons. This is called your soma. So these neurons will fire that particular same pattern. Then you feel anger in your brain. That anger will send this ACTH hormone through central nervous system, right? Through spinal cord. So you have the spinal cord from extension of this brain part called this spinal cord to entire body. That signal goes to particular or entire body sent to that signal, but only part which respond to that signal is which has that particular key, right? Every hormone it has its own key. For example, if you take ACTH, and only kidneys will respond because the kidneys can understand the language of ACTH hormone. That ACTH hormone sent to kidneys, the kidneys will respond, right? So the kidneys will take that signal, nothing but neurotransmitters or hormone, and it can read, can understand, and produce this cortisol hormone. The cortisol is a protein, one way of protein. Should I told you, right? So in this particular kidney or adrenal gland, you can see number of cells will be there. In that cell, you can find DNA, ribosomes, and the signal will read by this RNA and copies that in DNA and create this protein called cortisols, estrogens, and other aldosterone something. So these proteins by manufacture can manufacture by this adrenal gland, so that immediately you eat these kidneys, what do you call, stimulates this hormone. Adrenal gland stimulates this hormone and balance the function of this kidney, because when you are stressed, so these kidneys will produce and the overburden for kidneys. That's why the people who has anger, they have kidney issues. Generally, people who has fear, they have the liver issues, right? So anger will affect our kidneys much. Anger, fear will affect our kidneys much, and it creates stones. Generally, people who suffer their anger, they have that kidneys, stones in kidneys. That is the emotional reason behind why you get issues. Do you understand?
Are
Do you
there,
have?
are there any other reasons other than anger? Because sometimes you see people, but I don't see that they're angry personality. Is it something they are subsiding that feeling and they're staying calm that also
Any,
manifest as kidney stones?
you see, based on stress. Stress is the main reason. So stress can be either through
Okay.
anger, they can feel the stress, either they're feeling stress through various reasons. Well, generally, adrenal is the hormone for stress and anger. Stress or anger, when you feel, it will react. Issues you will get it because the
Okay.
refining process done kidneys, right? So it will it should filter so much, right? How many? I think kidneys does so many liters within a day. We'll see how many liters it. 180 liters per day blood. See how much function it does. So that much function does when when you're giving stress to that, right? Automatically it will overburden to kidney, right? That's why they salt also. If you eat much salt, I think people who are in stress mode generally they eat much salt. People who are feeling generally angry, people who shows more angry, they does more eat more salt. Interlink, right? We have six six dhatus we have, six rasas we have. Let me explain. Six, for example, sweet, sour, pungent is correct as a spicy, something like that. Pungent smell and um, sour in
Bitter.
taste, bitter
Bitter.
in taste, and we have one more taste called. So I forgot the name in English.
Shadruchulu, they say.
Shaddushlu, but that astringent. Yeah, kashaya, astringent. Lavana, amla is sour, and sweet is madura, uh, bitter in taste, and astringent, right? Pumpkin is a taste of astringent, right? Astringent. Right? So, for example, salt. Salt is lavana. This is related to anger, right? So, right. Or this also is something but pungent smell or more spicy food they eat. And that's a we have sattvic, tamogun, rajogun, right? Rajogun, generally rajogun people will eat more salt and this. Sattvic people eat more sweet. You got it? And sour represents for jealousy, something like that. Bitter represents sorrow or grief, sadness. Something like that. So we have quality, the taste and you have that character quality is interlinked, right? So based on your mood, you want to eat the food, or based on the food, your mood will change, interlinked. So everything is interlinked. So how much percentage influence is based on the percent to percent changes, but what you eat matters, what you thinks more matters, what you feel is matters. So that's why we should be conscious about what we are doing. So because this yellow brain is only mapping, but entire thing is in subconscious mind. Brain has already disbeliefs, beliefs, restraints, every what you call every chitta patterns it has in subconscious brain, right? So I think last time I show you that is kleshas, not patterns. That I show you right avidya, attachment, raga, desha. There are nothing but kleshas. Kleshas are difficulties, or you can call it as a sorrow in our brain. There are five types, but chitta vrittis, I think five types, right? So I think five chitta vrittis we have. That with this nothing but functions of brain. Those are your subconscious brain that causing you to suffer. I think chitta vrittis. I'll show you that also. Five chitta vrittis. How? So this is the five chitta vrittis we have. Pramana and Viparayana. Sorry, one minute. I think next classes we see this five Chaturvatis. That's very, very important. Five Chaturvatis we see, and the five states of mind. What is how many states of mind we have? And we'll see Nidra, sleep, and Smriti, memory. Right? I'll give brief introduction. Next class we'll see. I think sometimes through knowledge, whatever we read, whatever we experience from that, we create mind patterns, right? The functionality of mind. Sometimes misconception means we read what you call knowledge from unknown sources. We take wrong knowledge. From that, we'll misconcept the things. Sometimes we imagine without any proof, we assume the things. Sometimes we sleep nothing but hear nothing but your subconscious samskaras we have right from previous incarnation. That is this smritis means memories. This from childhood you have some memories. Based on the memories also your mind functions. So this is the five reasons. There's a five breath is causing your mind to functions. I think we'll see the next classes. I think how these five things affecting your way of thinking. This all these are things in our subconscious mind. So this mapping in your yellow brain, right? So I think when you change these perceptions, when you change these things, I think we can change our reality. We'll see
Ajay
next.
Garu, Ajay Garu,
Yes.
this is Meena Joyshar. Can I ask one question on the previous slide? You
Yeah.
said like sweet is like sattvic. I'm very
Yeah.
happy with that because I love sweets. But does that mean that eating sweet is good, or you were just associating something else with the sattvic?
I think see, anything is in moderate is fine, man. Extreme is the problem. See, it's here. I think we have two, right? Middle path, extreme and right. So
Hmm.
some people eat very less salt, right?
Hmm.
There is more salt. How much you feel to, how much your body is required, how much you feel right. That's person to person, it varies. For example, I eat 2 grams, my body is fine. If you eat 4 grams, your body is fine. It's very to very person, but how much you want to eat it, right? So your body need to satisfy that. So that much you need to give. So it is a knowingness. Body never tell lies. The
Okay.
mind produce from that body sensations, it causes it it mislead us. For example, when you go to stage, you utterly say, or you are confidently or sorry, you say that I don't have fear, stage fear, but when you go to
Hmm.
you get sweat.
Hmm. So
Even though
body
you
is telling you.
say, your body never tells lies, it tell truth, right? So it knows how much your saliva, your saliva knows, and you should understand whether it's temptation or really I want to eat that. For example, if it really wants the sweet, it will say I am satisfied. You get that satisfaction feeling from from that point you should eat. When you, right, for example, your stomach says full, so I'm fine, I'm done it, but your mind, that whatever agitation or that attachment to that sweet, or you can call it as a temptation to the sweet, it
Yeah.
says I want to eat more. You should
Hmm.
find the between that temptation versus how much you want to eat it. For
Okay.
example, just now you had your dinner, suddenly your stomach is full, but your mind want to eat more. You should understand saying that stop, so enough. So
Okay.
that you should identify that. That's a practice. That I cannot tell it. You should understand. You should know
L-
it by doing meditation and understanding your body,
Listening
spending,
to body. Yeah.
yeah, spending time with your body. You should. So that's why read your body, understand your body feelings. So body sensations, right? So I think I'll tomorrow, just next class, I'll talk about more on that. So I
Okay.
think,
Thank you.
yeah, Saraswati Devi give the
Thank you.
structure.
Thank you.
First is void, second is soul feelings, and body sensations, and last is our mind. This that's mind is nothing but produced from sensory organs. So void is ultimate, and next soul feelings we should give importance. After soul feelings, body sensations. After that, the mind produced from sensory organs. This is the structure. This is big ocean. This is lake. This is iceberg in lake. This is the mind is nothing. Sorry, this is the body's body sensation nothing but lake, and that mind is nothing but iceberg. And in mind also we have conscious and subconscious, that is deeper part of iceberg, and this is ice, this ice is floating on lake, nothing but conscious mind. We'll talk about next class. So in that mind we have five, with these five ways it can store the information. From that we are thinking, right? We'll talk about in next class. Okay. I think you have, if you type, go and type Google, um six rasas in Ayurveda versus um, six uh, gunas. We should know how to type us. uh, Yeah. So I think entire Ayurveda they define these step like these three men Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So this is I think this is Kapha. Your stomach is Pitta. Before that, below that is Vata, right? So every food you take, this either they belongs to they increase Vata or they decrease this combination of three. Every food influence these three things, right? Some for example take curd. Curd will influence your Kapha, right? And it will decrease the vata, right? Digestion is less, but kapha is more. For example, take turmeric. Turmeric is good for all these three, and garlic also good for three. Some food increase only vata, right? So some that for take what do you call Jeera. Jeera we have, right? Jeera. So Jeera, I think it has more vata, right? So I think Pitta also more. I think Kapha is very less. So something like that. Every food influence that, and based on that we can segregate. I think so. Next coming classes we can talk about it. We should understand that. But that's why certain foods you should not combine. That's why we use Jeera and mustard seed in every oil. Oil is right. Oil in generally in Vata, so Vata culture. That's why we add jeera and mustard. So that's why you can easily digest because oil cannot digest easily. When you add potato also in Vata nature, right? When you add potato, we add jeera and mustard seeds more in our when you put oil, right? So because that will easily digest. That's why Ayurveda is very ancient subject because they know how each and every uh, how it functions. I think they segregated what is the disease and what is the cause of that. I think respiratory issues we get more kapha, you get that more issues. Right, so acidity you have more pitta, stomach related thing you have more issues. I think you have vata, you have these issues, constipation, anxiety, something like that. So I think we should understand, right? So I think that every food is segregated into these three types, and based on the season you should eat it. For example, summer, right, pitta is more, and winter we have this kapha is more, right? Rainy season we have vata is more. That's why in just now, for example, rainy season, we don't use less more oil, right? So and that's why in Vinayaka Chauthi we offer udumul, right? So that's why that's boil in nature. We didn't have much oil in that. For example, take um, kapha, right? So that means sesame oils we should eat more in this particular season, summer, winter season. Or mustard oil you should use so that you'll have that more heat in nature. We should balance. I think you're getting right. So what I'm telling. Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so if you
yeah.
have more pitta, so you take yogurt.
Yeah, I think it will influence more pittas. I think right. So yogurt something like that, and vata and sorry, kapha will be more. Kapha will be more. Right. It will influence more on kapha and pitta. I think. Yeah.
So
And
pitta is the fire.
yeah, no, vata, yeah, pitta is fire. It dilutes the pitta. Sometimes it dilutes the pitta, and so yeah, and influence it increase your kapha. It maybe our kapha increases and our pitta increase. Maybe vata may be decrease. Yeah, vata will be decrease. Correct. It will increase both. So every food it you take it it will increase two, it decrease three, or it increase three, something like that. But take this thing, what you call garlic and turmeric. It influence all three. That's why turmeric we use. It balance all three.
Ajay, usually yoga practitioners and spiritual practitioners avoid garlic, right?
It's not
Uh,
garlic. Sorry, I'm very sorry. Not garlic. I forgot to say this. Ginger. Sorry, garlic. Ginger. So ginger is good for ginger and turmeric. Yeah, confused. Yeah, ginger. Correct. But garlic has its own specific use. Medical purpose they use it. But see, for example, take paracetamol tablet. You don't use paracetamol as a food. Whenever you require, use. Right? Generally, similarly, garlic is for its own purpose. But it will spiritually it's not good. Physically is very good. Maybe your for a cough, something like that. I don't know. So, but in spiritual progress, it is what you call it is nature of tamas will be increased. You have more lethargy, you will get more laziness, and so that your astral body won't release, and you tend to eat more, do more violence. You have that nature. It triggers, right? You want to eat more non-veg, something like that. It triggers that. That's why generally Brahmins avoid that particular food item, because that when you read the story how particular garlic has come, you understand. But I think one of the uh, rakshasas or blood was converted into garlic, something like that. So that's just behind stories there. Yeah. Thank you all. So a lot of things we can know it, but yeah, better to know it. But at least food what we eat, we should know when to eat. For example, ice cream if you eat in winter, so it influence more. You can avoid, so you can eat it, but you can controlly avoid that, and or you can take alternative what we have to should do after eating. You should know that properties of.
Ajay, I have a question about non-vegetarian food.
Yeah.
Spiritual practitioners in in India and some
Mm.
parts of the world also
Mm.
turn into vegetarians.
Correct.
Uh, and I do see Western practitioners still take
Yeah.
non-vegetarian food. Is there anything in Ramtha's wisdom about um, non-vegetarian food and harming animals?
Yeah. Yeah, scientists say non-vegetarian, something like that. It says every given point of time, the spirituality is all about oneness or compassion, that love, right? So here, eating non-veg or no, good or bad is not the question about not. The question about what intent you have, why you're eating. That intention defines the emotion behind that. So when you're eating with the sake of your only survival nature, are eating in the name of cultural or activity, or in the name of celebrations, in the name of we want to showcase to so many people because I kept these many varieties of food, something like that. So that's why Ramtha says if you do that with consciously, for example, if you kill small ants also, small mosquitoes also, if you're doing intentionally killing those animals with using your misusing your power, you have power nothing but you have more gigantic structure, right, compared to mosquitoes and ants. Similarly, for example, British ruled for 200 years in, I think British ruled India for 200 years, right? So what is their intention? Because they have more power, they have more equipment. We don't have that much. They ruled for 200 years. What are we feeling? We are feeling similarly slave feeling we have. So what we are doing to animals, same thing. Because of more power, we are enslaving the animals. Right? What happened? So that things we come in, again we come we that enslavement come back to us. That's the law of nature, right? The law of karma. That is the energy and consciousness creative nature of reality. What you give, you come back. So that intentions matter. That's why Ramtha Ramtha quotes that. So when you intentionally misuse your power to that small creatures, it will come back in thousand-fold times. Thousand-fold times it will come back, and it will be for so many incarnations because you intentionally doing that. For example, I'll give you example. Take Ashwatthama. Ashwatthama killed, I think Subhadra's, I think Abhimanyu's
Pandavas, I think.
Pandavas, he killed Pandavas, but
Pandavas.
Abhimanyu's child was there in, I think,
Womb.
yeah, Abhimanyu's son also there. Right now, he's in womb, mother's womb. He killed that baby also because of that anger, uncontrolled anger, right? So that's why Krishna give what you call Krishna curses Ashwadhama for how many? I don't. I think 2,000 years something. He curses. I think 5,000 years. I don't know. 2,500 something. So until that, his body, even though he is alive, even though he is immortal, but his body is not good, right? He suffered for 2,000 years. 2,000 years he suffered. Let's see how many incarnation but human can have in 2,000 years. Because he intentionally does that. He knows everything. But he intentionally that out of that power. I have this Narayanastra, something like that. I can apply to anyone. He does that. So that's why don't ever misuse your power.
Thank you. Thank you, Ajay. If anyone has any questions, please ask, or otherwise we can conclude the session. No more questions? Shall we conclude?
One question, Umagaru.
Chapandi.
Ajay Babu Garu, namaste. One question about that protein thing, right? I am still trying to digest that. See, when everything is converted into protein, how exactly we are manifesting through this? Because ultimately these are creating our body, our cell. How is it linked to the our higher self or higher consciousness, or I would say
Yeah.
universal power? That
I in magnetism classes I told about that. See, two things are happening at the same time. When you manifest the chemical first, you are sending the signal outside. Same time you are sending the signal in your body also. Your body is feeling that
Mm.
feeling your signals. There are two things there. When you feel, your body responds, and same time you're sending that magnetic signature that you're sending outside your body.
Okay, okay. Now I got you. So it's inside the body and also you're sending outside both things, right? Okay.
I'll tell you, I give you example. When you are heating metal,
Mm.
not only your metal gets heat, that heating sending your to that environment also, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Similarly, when you do anything, when you think, when you feel, when you does, not only that primary reality creates in your body, that second reality goes outside and it will manifest and it will come back to you. That's why what you feel, you get back.
So you mean to say when we are happy, we get the happiness. When we are sad, we get the same sad situations.
Yes.
Long time. Okay.
The
Okay.
primary reality happens within our body. The second reality goes to astral form and light form or image form. That event will come back again. That's a loop. Repeats until it changes. Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, when we start with the day with a bad thought, the sequence of events keep on coming. Okay. Mm. Yeah,
That's it.
consciously we need to change. Okay, thank you, Ajay Babu. I got just
That's
this
why
one.
that's why your body influence more. That's why when you focus on that, first of all, your body release that gland so that you feel more healthy when you focus, right? So that healthiness you have.
Okay, you mean
Healthy,
to say,
and that's why Vivekananda said, healthy body is healthy mind, healthy soul, right? Yeah.
okay, so keeping our body proper because it's the one who is responding first.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Ajay
the
Babu,
thing.
Ajay Garu, you said
Yeah.
like the kidney stone because of the anger, right? So uh, is there a specific reason that will create the like a upper like a thoracic spine pain, like a pain in between your shoulder?
Yes, because yeah, see, fear can influence in the entire body, especially your kidneys will be more affected because adrenal will release more, and it will affect rest of the body also. Not like that. But more impact will be your kidneys, right? So because the what you call the fear signal will go to every signal should go to spinal cord, right? So when you are fear, you are not opening your heart chakra, right? Nothing but it will shrink, right?
Mm.
Your heart chakra will include your shoulders, right?
But
When
what kind of fear? Any kind of fear.
yeah, any kind of fear, any kind of fear. The reason for fear is your ignorance. You're thinking that I am this personality. Maybe for example, let me take you an example. For example, if maybe what if I lose the job? What if the particular person not accepting? What if I say my voice loud to that particular person? Take any husband or wife, for example. What if I say this word to my husband? Maybe feel you're suppressing that feeling. You will get thyroid. You're not expressing that emotion. You're suppressing. You want to even though you want to tell out of fear, you're not telling that. You're not expressing that. You're stucking that energy. For example, take drainage water, right? So water is stuck for a few days, you'll get that smell, right?
Mm.
Similarly, when energy is blocked, hormone will be affected. I'll tell the sequence. First, the thought, the way you think will become the signal or the flow of energy in Nadi Mandala, or you can call it energy body, right?
Okay.
So when you think in what you call limited way, the energy flows will be limited. When your energy flows will be limited, the hormones doesn't hormone doesn't produce much, or it will release less quantity, right? That's how you get thyroid two issues. Hypothyroid something you can two type of thyroids, right? Hormone release more also you get a problem. If hormone release for example we have range, right? Like 4 to 7 something like that. If you release less than that you have problem. If you release more of that also that is problem, right? So the middle path is important. The balance is important.
Okay.
Generally, thyroid issues, people who are expressing, are misusing their, not expressing or misusing also. Overly they talk it. Honestly, they talk about others. Honestly, gossiping others about others. You are
Mm.
more using. Some people doesn't use much. They are not expressing their feelings. They'll also get it.
Mm. Yeah.
I'll tell you one more example. I'll give best example. For example, generally people have sugar, right? I'll give example. Why people have
Like
sugar?
diabetes.
Why they have? Because they have an inner nature. I told you, right? Every disease have reason behind the way you think. Our
Mm.
emotion is a root cause for that particular disease. The emotion behind that sugar is first thing you overthink. And second thing is we have misery in nature. Why misery is, for example, you have 10,000 rupees. You don't want to spend it. You want to save it. That's the misery in nature, right? So you don't want to spend it. You want to everything. You want to save it. That's a misery nature. Similarly, your body will understand. It doesn't what do you call burn careless. It doesn't burn sugar. It will save the sugar in your blood. It will save more sugar in your blood. Your cells save more sugar in blood, and stress also it will save more sugar, because in stress mode you'll go to survival nature. When you are in survival mode nature, your body doesn't spend calories. It will save because it will in survival mode. For example, your ration is there. You don't spend money much, right?
Mm. So lack and in those survival.
When you feel
Okay.
survival mode, you'll get this sugar issues, you get this obesity issues. When you're stressed, sadness. When you're sadness, your body function will be very less, because body goes to flight and float mode, flight and fear mode, that mode, and digestion will be less, right? Because
Mm.
your energy will be taken back, the digestion will be less, and every cell will save that energy. That's why you'll get obesity when you're in stress.
Okay. Thank you. So the solution
Change
to
the
come out of
perception.
it, huh?
Change the
Yeah.
perception. Change the perception. How you change the perception? Just focus on that I am healthy. So that earlier you were saying not healthy, I am fear, I am survival. Right now you're saying I am healthy, I am abundant, I am soul. When you give this affirmation, when you focus on that, For example, just say I'm healthy. I'm always been healthy. When you say that word, that healthy will be decoded. The signal will send to every cell, right? Every cell of your body. Like the healthy is the code for every organ, right? That code is there. The DNA coding is there. Healthy, right? So when you send that signal, I'm healthy, that for 40 days, something like that. When you're visualizing, automatically the cell create that protein, that attitude saying that I am healthy, so that you're really healthy.
So even though you have pain in the body, say I'm healthy.
Yes. So we have two things. Your pain, suffering, fear, all lack to your personality, not for your spirit. Let
Hmm.
me repeat again. You have two things in your body. One is spirit and personality.
Hmm.
How Krishna writes Arjuna, Krishna is spirit. Arjuna is a personality. Arjuna surrendered to this higher spirit.
Hmm.
When personality surrendered to that spirit, when you are focusing and surrender to that, your spirit rides your personality. How Krishna rides the chariot, which carries the personality of Arjuna,
Hmm.
right? When you focus on that, you are focusing using your free will or using your spirit, which taking a future probability and focusing over here and changing your body doesn't know it is future, it is past, it doesn't know that, because that's a beautiful system. When you able to feel that, when you're able to have belief in that, when you are in that moment, it reacts, body will react. For example, just when you dream, even though you are not physically not there, so when particular dream, some thieves are chasing you, you immediately feel that your body temperature will goes up and you'll get sweat and your heartbeat will increase. Even though no
Hmm.
one is there, you're feeling that. Similarly in
Yeah.
movie, we
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
connecting. So that
Yeah.
means you are in that moment when you are believing that it will happen, miracle happens. That's why when you are able to focus such a way that really that thing is happening, you are forgetting about your personality, you're forgetting about your past, saying that I have this disease, and we are moving to that right now movement, in that moment saying that I am healthy. Immediately your body will
Hmm.
respond.
Okay. So, like, I'm at the step where I'm saying, okay, my body is in pain. I'm not in pain, but that still is not good enough. Like, I need to get to the point where I see that my future, even my body and my soul, like everything is healthy. Okay.
Perfect, man, perfect, perfect. That's why Rumi says, s- foreseeing our patience is all about, practicing is all about foreseeing the day within the night.
Say that again.
So Rumi told, patience is all about foreseeing the day within the night.
Forcing the day within the night.
You have difficulties, you have sorrow in your life, but seeing the light in you.
Okay. Okay.
You got it? So your body is unhealthy, we know that. But we
Hmm.
know spirit is beyond that. Using your
Hmm.
spirit, nothing but thought. Spirit is converting with thought. The consciousness become the thought. Using that thought, that power, and converting that thought into your reality. Because
Oh.
consciousness energy create your reality, taking the future probability, the consciousness energy is everywhere, it is random nature, you are giving that random nature to structure of healthy, right? You
Hmm.
are giving that random in nature, right? Conscious energy or quantum particle, electrons and protons, they're random in nature. Taking
Yeah.
that random nature particles and giving structure to that and focusing on that. When you're focusing on that, automatically, even though your frequency is 80, which is unhealthy, you are moving to 100 frequency, which is healthy.
Got it. Got it. Because that that frequency, that healthy body is there in the universe, and you just need to like tune into that versus tuning into I'm in pain, I'm in pain, I'm in pain.
Perfect, perfect. Everything is vibration.
Yep. Yep. Got it. Thank you.
I think the universal quotation that we all need to practice, I believe, I'm healthy, I'm abundant, and I am this soul. So I think practically this would apply for everybody, most probably. What do you think? And what else we can reaffirm on a daily basis?
Yeah, I think Ramtha give 150 list. I think. Yeah, I see. what happens? So every person doesn't have some different attitudes. Maybe some people will have out. I don't know where does that comes. For example, there are different characters we have, different perception we have, thousand lakhs of perceptions we have, right? So one particular perception causes one particular issue, right? That's why Ramtha gave out of one, I think, few things. For example, I am radiantly healthy. I am fabulously wealthy. I am, I'm always been joyful, right? Something like he used that. I am always been abundant. So when I think these, when we include this healthy, wealthy, and joyful, and I am always been genius. For example, some people has I'm not genius. Maybe I'm not much intelligent. So I'm in childhood, maybe in school days I'm not a clever student. Something we have that attitude, something that belief system we have, right? So that's why Ramtha gave more, 4 or 5 important things. I am radiantly healthy, fabulously wealthy. I'm always been joyful. I am always been genius, and I will always be abundant. Something like these 5 categories. If you say abundant, if you say healthy, wealthy, and joyful, abundant, I think most of the issues will be covered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ajay Garu, you mentioned 150 affirmation Ramtha gives. Like, do you is there something you can send it in that group
Sure.
to Umaji?
Yeah, sure. Sure. And definitely. That's why mantra is very important in Hindu's culture, right? So manana trayate iti mantra. The thing which you repeat for times, it will create image. Every
Mm.
sound will create image. That image will create triggers the gland. When you say Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tasaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya, you are saying that hey Spirit, hey God, which is beyond these three Bhur Bhur Loka Suvarloka, which is beyond that, please influence my mind, right? So please guide. You are telling that using that mantra.
So, do we have to say it, or can we just play it in the background in like on YouTube or something?
No, you should feel that. You should
So,
utter that. When you
okay.
utter,
So we have to say
when
it.
you utter with utter, no, only utter doesn't help. With the feeling is important. The feeling is the engine. The feeling is the
Okay.
engine here. The feeling has the vibration. How much you are feeling that vibration, that create that impact. The
Got,
impact is based on how much you are feeling about that mantra, how
got
much
it.
you know that mantra, how much you are believing in mantra.
Hmm.
That is. See, the same meaning. Hey, spirit, let me write. Let my personality write by you. Something you're saying, that is the same meaning of Gayatri Mantra.
Hmm.
I surrender to you. My personality, I'm surrendering my personality to you. Please guide me. Or please influence, please guide my mind. Something like that you're telling, that is Gayatri Mantra indirectly. When you say with utter feeling, when you say with that what do you call, intent, pure feeling, that will manifest like anything. It will manifest immediately. I think since 3 years, I am reading Gayatri. Not say, for example, yesterday I forgot. I don't mind it. Whenever I want to say it, and whenever I want to feel like saying it, I will say that. But I'll go to before the sun. I'll close my eyes. I'll read it 3 times. That energy will flow through entire my nadi mandala. I could feel that energy is flowing through my body because I know meditation. When you do meditation, you understand that how much article that feeling, after 3 times you don't want to say it, you want to experience that, because generally people does 10,000 times, 1 lakh times, even though they does 1 lakh times, so they don't go to that stillness, they don't go to that feeling of saying I don't want to repeat again, I want to enjoy that moment, because every sound leads to stillness, because the sound also came from which is called void, which is called silence, inner silence. From silence, every sound has came. When you utter the sound for such times, we move to silence. You will move to the stillness. And meditation naturally will go to the stillness. That's the beauty of meditation. When you do this meditation, you understand mantra, you understand tantra, you understand everything. You will get tears one day. That day, your mantra You are knowingness. You're no longer rattling. You become that.
Ajay
Ramdas,
sir,
yeah, ma'am, tell me, ma'am.
yeah, when we say a lot of like mantras, it is in Sanskrit, right? We don't understand the meaning 100%. So is that helpful, or we should know the meaning and say it?
So meaning, if you know meaning, if you know if you know meaning, you know what you are doing, right? That means you have more probability of feeling more. Then impact will be more,
Mhm.
right? So I think without telling anything, at least better to say some mantra. We should have be silent. We should have not practice anything. Better to practice something,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
So in that case, Ramtha, I think Ramtha doesn't have a mantras, but he's give prayers. Ramtha prayers will be there. I'll give the beautiful prayers. He says, "Oh my Father, let me ride. Let me make me abundant. Let my spirit move out of this body. Let me free my spirit and soul." It talks about that. He gave me hundreds of prayers like that. One of the prayer which influenced me is, "Oh my God, l- let me make me the giver. Let that which flows through me unlimited." What is a beautiful saying, right? So he talks about that. I repeatedly say that. Oh my God, let me make me the giver. Let that flows through me unlimited. When you say that utter word, when you know the meaning of that, you
What
get
does
clear.
that mean? What does that
Make
mean?
me abundant. You're telling to your God within you, you're telling that your personality is saying that, let me make me abundant. But right now, personality is limited, right?
So,
Every time,
but you were
every time
talking
you
about giving. So you're saying give. I want to give as much as I can.
perfect. We are always in the mode of taking. I want that. 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 We're never thinking of giving. That giving is a quality of spirit. The giving is a quality of God. The giving is a quality of higher mind.
Also
How
having
much?
gratitude, right? Gratitude towards the environment, thanking
Correct.
everyone, is giving.
Yeah. Yes. Correct. So I think gratitude is the one frequency. Beyond gratitude, you have what you call Ramdas says love is nothing but unconditional giving. Love is nothing but unconditional giving, not taking. Love is nothing but unconditional living. Love is the primary force that unites us. That's why Ramtha says, "Let me give me the giver." How much you should give? Unlimitedly, you should give. That's how we should pray.
So
So
it's not the materialistic giving. It's more like
anything, not
give.
for example, if you want to give, you should donate. So not donating unlimited, you cannot donate. At least the bhavana should have saying that I want to donate any given point of time. I should, for example, if you have 1,000 rupees, donate 100 rupees. The feeling is more important. How much you are donating, it doesn't know universe. Universe knows how much feeling you are giving. With how much feeling you are giving, it knows that. The feeling
But
is
I think
important. Yeah.
like materialistic giving is easy, but uh, that
Not
unconditional love is very hard because
no.
anytime we judge people, right? Even, and I'm not
Correct.
talking about other people, even our grandkids, our kids, like, we are judging. So, I mean, yeah, we tell them we love them, but you're still, if they haven't cleaned their room, then there is no love, then there is scolding. So that
Condition.
is
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah. Correct. You said absolutely right. Ramta says, "Whatever you're showing is not love, it is a conditional love, where mind is involved. You're not purely soul's feeling. Your soul feeling is diluted with your mind, with conditionally you applied, right? For example, I saw unconditional people in my life, my parents, for example. Recently I saw one grand woman is there. I think her son and daughter-in-law was died. I think she brought up her grandchildren. He becomes IAS topper, civil topper, and he becomes DSP, and that's unconditionally she brought up her grandchildren. That's where Ramdas says, observe the nature, observe the nature. And one day I'll give the topic of observing the nature and observing that birds, they're unconditionally they're giving their love to their children, right? So they don't expect my children should become IAS, IPS. We are imbibing our goals and our what we are not achieving. Those things we are imposing on our children, right? So we are doing that, and birds never does that. Unconditionally they love their children, even though
But
they
we
are not
cannot.
blind, even though they are blind, even though they are handicapped, that bird will unconditionally show the love to their children, right?
But we cannot give unconditional love to everyone, right? Some people take advantage of that also.
So that's a feeling you have. No one will take it because you are wise. For example, take Krishna. See, unconditional love is, see, two things. See, for example, so someone comes to your home and say, I want 500 crores. You don't give 500 crores. How much you require, you give. That's a wise. See, here we have two energies, one yin yang energy. That is called masculine energy, feminine energy. So, for example, if you are too emotional, you give everything. You are too logical, you don't give. You should have balance, right? So, in that process, you don't suffer, man. Ramtha clearly says, one journalist asks, Ramtha, very good. You say unconditionally, you give everything. But what if, same question a journalist asked to Ramtha saying, what if people misuse? What if someone will cheat you? Ramtha says, Baba, you are wise, be smart, right? You know what they are asking, right? So that in the process, you should not insult yourself. You should not cheat yourself. You should not, um, what do you call, suppress yourself, right? So how much they require, you should give that. You should not give that feeling you should have. So, for example, you should have condition. You should not have condition to give. For example, this person maybe won't give in future. Maybe is this person. So how much you can give it. For 10 rupees, fine. Amount it doesn't matter. How much, what feeling you are giving. What intent you have, whether you want to help it or you want to conditionally applying, maybe I don't get it, much interest. Something like you calculated mind you have. That's how we should become, right? So we don't give everything. For example, if Krishna doesn't give entire property to everyone, right? How much, for example, his friend came, right? So I forgot the name, Uttara, something like that. So
Sudama.
he gave a bit and rice. He gave some property to him. He didn't give entire property, but he helped him, right? So with the compassion, that is love we are showing to every person. See, not because my relatives, not because my family, we're showing to everyone that unconditionally we should become that. That doesn't mean that you should suffer by giving. Not like that. How much you can give, you can give it with that smartness. Any given point of time, you should not suffer by giving.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. And also, like I observed that through my experience, right? If I'm going through a lot of problems and everything, I kind of go back in time and see at what time I was really happy and consider that I'm living that moment now. Does that also happen? And I can sleep well that night, and like using that technique, right? I can
very good.
my sleep pattern, everything improve.
That is nothing but you're reprogramming your mind. Innately saying. So similarly, that is the practice of second. Yeah, so very good, very good. Yeah. So in our sorrow time, in our sadness also, you're remembering what you want to become, or what goes to you. Very good. That's really helpful. That's a way of the life.
Happy moment, and we know how it felt. So thinking that moment now.
Ramthas, yeah. Here Ramtha says experience nothing but revisiting the memory. So memory is nothing but revisiting the experience. Because time travel is possible, you can go to any moment. The second body can go to future, past, and present. Your higher bodies can go to anywhere, future, past, present, anywhere. Very good, man.
Higher body is same as your higher self.
No, see, here I think we have 7 bodies, right? So out of not with except physical body, you have 6 bodies. I think second thought is also it belongs to your personal. I think if we go to beyond second, third body, I think four, five, six. I think through that you can able to connect with your higher self. Higher self will
Okay.
guide you. The seventh is the you and Father. Jesus said right in while crucifying him says, "Hey, my Father, you and I are same." Seventh level of consciousness, you and your Father are same.
Mhm. What are the
That's
seven bodies?
yeah. Okay. Let me give physical body. That is second body, astral body or emotional body, emotions. Third body
Mm.
is mental body, light body or DNA. Fourth
Mm.
body is blue body. Fifth body is golden body. Sixth body is our universal body. Seventh body is a nirvanic body. Okay, so pure spirit form. If we go be more higher, we'll go pure spirit form. More unlimited will become. More unlimited will become. Like
So the
how
astral travel is which body does that?
second body, and astral travel second body. Third body also you can able to see. Not you visit here, but you can see the things. Light body, right? Light can travel to any plane, and from that you can able to see any connect to any universe. And physical body you can remove the bodies also. You can what you can unfold the one body, and you can travel to particular planet because every body has its own certain range of frequency. It can travel at that level, that locus only. For astral body you can travel to astral worlds, right? Light body you can travel to that frequency worlds, right? You can unfold the blue body. If you can unfold the blue body, you are immortal, like Hanuman, like Ashwadhama. That unfolding the blue body called blue body dance. Generally, Sadhguru does, right, with ecstasy. So that's a blue dance we should do in order to unfold that blue body. That is our true Lord over the physical body. That's why Krishna says Shama Sundara. Shama is nothing but blue body. That blue body, Lord over the blue body is Shiva. Shiva is the Lord over the blue body. He is the Lord over that.
So that's why Krishna and Shiva and Deva are all blue bodies,
Rama
like
too.
their body.
Rama too. Rama.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, okay.
Blue body is immortal body. That can create another physical body also. That
So
is Anatha chakra is unlimited. When you are open that blue body, you are immortal, no disease. Within fraction of time, it will cure. Because it is not that frequency should not curve under time and space. It beyond time and space.
no, but what do you mean by it can create another physical body? Meaning like you can have multiple bodies?
Yes, you can split the body.
Meaning like you can be in several places at the same time physically.
Because you are transcending the space and time. How Zoom, we are so many people are there. We are connected, right?
Mm.
Right now I'm here. I am there in your laptop also. But it's virtual, but yeah, they create that atoms will split. They create that. So yeah, that's the
So
science
it
we will
like
talk about.
in
Mhm.
autobiography of a yogi, they were talking about like
Correct,
how his
correct,
guru were
correct.
there as well as in some other place that way.
Yeah, someplace, but Ramtha explains in his beautiful science. He explains that. He knows. Yeah, we'll
Okay.
one day we talk about that. So blue body and
Yeah,
how
that
does
would be
that?
fun.
Yeah, blue body is not nothing but our protons. I can say protons. Yeah. Protons and in nucleus we have protons, nucleus. Yeah,
But
protons.
you can still see the body structure, like we see the we
You can
see
touch, you can
Krishna's
feel it,
body.
you can touch it, you can feel it.
Wow.
But the soul in bones, the soul, my main soul lies in one body, but it can operate because this is a quantum entanglement. You know
Hmm.
quantum entanglement, ma'am? So that means if you have, for example, one particular photon is born, two photons born from same source, even though one you want to tell something to one photon, already second photon will get to know what you are telling to another photon. Parallel
Hmm.
life, entanglement. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
that's
so okay, not like your soulmate or something. Like
correct. Not soulmate,
oh,
not soulmate.
okay.
Thank you. Thank you. I think you're getting late. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you. So spirituality is vast a bit, man. So just we are learning pre from everything, just fine. So that we have basic knowledge. I'm mastering nothing but jack of all things.
No, but we learned a lot in the Q&A session also. Thank you so much.
Sir,
Thank you.
you asked us to manifest for 3 days, right? Like
What
3
is
days,
it?
you asked us to manifest something for 3 days.
What happened? What happened? Did
Think
it
of an
happen?
ice cream or do something like that. My mom, she actually she was thinking about Badshah, and after 1 month it came back. And
Oh,
it
very
happened. So
very
someone,
good.
her friends gave it to her, like the whole box of Badshah. It's very hard to get in Canada, right? So like she got it.
So
Nice, nice.
quantum field, everything possible in quantum field. So we generally see one experience you'll get confidence, right? That one experience, how much confidence you'll get it, right? Here, every day you should can create so that you get confidence. One day you're saying that I can create my life, I can create whatever I want. That day you have freedom. That is called enlightenment.
Thank you.
That practice gives you enough confidence. So yeah, practice, man, practice,
Very
man,
good.
beautiful.
Very good to
Conscious
know,
magic. Yeah,
Shweta.
conscious magic create.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So daily you can do so many things, man. Daily you can
Ajay,
create.
sometimes manifestation doesn't happen in some occasions.
Yeah.
What is the main reason for not happening?
I'll tell them. I think few reasons. Main three reasons I tell. One is it is not part of your soul plan or soul desire. You are out of your jealousy, out of your
Mhm.
personality. Maybe, for example, your opposite person have BMW car. I should have it. So I know manifestation. You sat down, I want BMW car. You're not intentionally soulfully doesn't want that. Maybe out of that what you call personality or jealousy, something, whatever, you are imposing on yourself, unnecessarily imposing on yourself, not natural desire to have, don't have. Maybe second is even though natural desire you have disbelief about that. You don't have patience about that. You don't have acceptance about that. That's why it's not creating. That's why in you create your reality, there's a heading called how much you accept. That
Yeah,
much only you
got
can.
it. Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, maybe two reasons. And third, maybe it is the time has not come. Maybe some event should happen here to come that we should have patience.
We should wait for that. Yeah.
Patience. You should master the time. Let it come whenever it comes. Let it come how it comes. Just we know that when you're able to feel, when you're able to know that knowingness should come. So, I know how much knowingness should come. So you should able to whenever to close the head. I have my car in already there in virtually. You could able to see that. When you have that state of mind, it's matter of time. No can stop. No.
Okay.
I think
Yes.
yesterday I wrote one poem, maybe Telugu may I wrote it. I'll tell you and we can close it.
I'd love to hear.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
please.
really?
Yeah,
Ajay
sure.
Garu, then translate in English also, okay, after
Yeah,
you
I'll
say
do that one.
it.
Meenaji, is nice to see you after a long time.
Same
I'm
here, Umaji. Like this meant to be. I just saw it in the nick of a time. Thank you so much for doing this. This is wonderful.
thank
And the
Yeah.
you.
one that I missed, are there YouTube recordings? Can we watch
Yeah,
the
we're
recordings?
always recording. We're always recording. But what's happening is when I'm giving YouTube live, I'm not putting them under
For the
the
public.
playlist.
Public.
Under the playlist. No. Subject is I'm giving the title, but I'm not tagging them in playlist. So I have to do that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And I want to get that 150 affirmation. Then
Yeah,
I'll select
I'll share
some
that.
from.
I'll share the prayers too. Beautiful
Yes,
prayers. Your
please.
mind will be blown away. What a way of thinking. Ramtha knowledge is all about way of thinking, unlimited way of
Yes.
thinking. It revolutionizes the personality. It doesn't suppress the personality. So I think in most of these spiritual practices, they don't you should not have a desire. You should not have see our purpose is to know the unknown, to experience the life. How should you I don't have a desire. The desire should have the proper desire should have. The
Yeah.
right desire you should have. That's why the Buddha says right desire, right practice. You should have right desire. Right desire is what's suitable to your soul.
Yeah.
Right. So I think let
I
me
have a
start.
question about creating things.
Yeah,
It is said that rishis use their tapo shakti for
correct,
creating,
correct,
right?
correct.
So we are
Yeah,
nothing but that now.
correct,
Whatever we are creating out of our shakti
correct.
only. When we
Mm.
meditate, we get that
Mm.
energy.
Mm.
So then are we using that energy and unnecessarily if we want unnecessary things? No?
No, ma'am. Two things here. Some people, I tell you, when you fully experience that desire moves out of you, right? I told you that, right? So when the people has a fear saying that maybe if I misuse that, maybe I use my energy, maybe I lost my entire energy. Ma'am, your spirit is everywhere, unlimited. Why are you thinking limited? You are unlimited. Your consciousness energy is unlimited. Your fourth body, fifth body, sixth is unlimited. You're thinking it through personality, saying that if I use my energy, I don't have get it. You're unlimitedly, you can get it. That's a matter of feeling, matter of belief,
Yeah.
right? Brahma is creating entire universe. How? What about his energy? He's
Yeah.
creating planets like Earth, stars, right? So that's a way of thinking. So second thing is, so some people maybe misuse. You're correct, because they don't know that. So when you fully experience, it will go out. They think that maybe I'm limited. That's why they are creating so much. For example, they don't want to eat the ice cream entire day. They want to eat one spoon. So that 10 years you eat, it doesn't fully satisfy, right? Eat how much you want to have it. Experience that. It will move out of that. You will go to another sweet, another dessert, right? So that's how you should practice. I think let me start first in Telugu saying that ఆలోచన గాలిగా మార్చుకొని స్వేచ్ఛను రెక్కలుగా మార్చుకొని గమనమే గమ్యంగా మార్చుకొని ఆనందమే అనే ఆకాశంలో విహరిస్తున్నాను. లెట్ మీ
Wow.
రిపీట్ అగైన్. ఆలోచనే గాలిగా మార్చుకొని గాలిగా చేసుకొని స్వేచ్ఛనే రెక్కలుగా చేసుకొని గమనమే గమ్యంగా మార్చుకొని ఆనందమనే ఆకాశంలో విహరిస్తున్నాను. So I'll tell in English saying that
Nice.
I converted, I mold my thought as a wind. I mold freedom as my wings. I mold my movement as my destiny. And I am traveling in the sky in the name of joy.
Lovely. Creative
Nice.
mind.
Mhm. Thank you. So Ramtha will inspire you one day. See, this is not about I am writing. It's about the way you think, the way you feel. When you can able to think such. Ramtha one book says that I'm wearing sky as my what you call dress. His dress is sky.
Mm.
He's wearing sky as a dress. What a beautiful thought it is, right? That means he's become unlimited.
Yeah.
The Dvanda Gunas is there up to four. Is there in earth element, is there in fire element, is water element, is air element as hot and cool. But in Akasha, there is no duality, there is oneness. There is no hot Akasha and there is no cold Akasha, right? The Akasha is one. Maybe in air you have hot air, cold air. In his earth, you feel that hot and cold. In water, you feel that. If in fire, you feel that less and more. But in Akasha, there is oneness.
Ajay, just yeah, randomly I'm asking a question because one of my friends, uh, she's an old friend. She's going through a lot. Her husband is giving her a very hard time. They're in separation, and even their kids stay with her. They're teenagers, and they have become like they're also giving her hard time. So how to counsel? I told her to meditate, but she's going through very rough situation right now. Maybe personally I'll talk.
Yeah.
Is there any way that we can help her?
First,
apart from making her do meditation, any
correct,
kind of
correct.
counseling?
Yeah, I think first thing, ma'am, I think they should have that feeling saying that I want to change it. I want to know root cause. Unless they don't have feeling, even though we give that jnana or whatever practices, maybe don't. But better see, unconditionally we should give it. But when they attach is, for example, if you take magnet cannot attach to plastic. When magnet plastic become that iron, whatever we say, they stick to that, right? So I think so we should tell whatever we want to sell, but maybe her choice, her free will, when she wants to start that. But maybe this right now she is in that transforming mode because when Ramtha says beautifully, depression is the phase where you are changing,
Mhm.
you are changing, you are molding. That new change will come. It's not about negative angle. For example, take any seed, you're keeping under earth with the suffocation and you're not passing light, then only that plant will come. It's a nature, right? When you are in comfort zone, you won't change it. When your things comes, when you are feeling the depression, some people go to depression, some people cry such a way that the blocks will be go on. Now they become free, they become light, they're ready to
Yep.
change. Right? But we should guide us, we should empathize with them, we should close our eyes saying that we'll be happy. One day you'll be find yourself, something like that. We can pray ourselves through our soul. Yeah. We can hope for the best, but we should give whatever we got. We should give meditation practice. We can give one book, saying that I read this book. Maybe I'll show one book, ma'am. Let her read that book. So I think that will give you enough confidence. Enough confidence. I think any person in earth, if he has used the one chance of reading any book, especially Ramtha book, he will definitely comes out of that. He comes out of that. I don't know how much time it will take, but he comes out of that. That's a power a master teacher has. That's a frequency he utters the song because the purity comes like Patrick was. Anyway,
What books do you suggest out of
I'll
Ramtha?
do that, ma'am. I'll do that book. I have 71 pages book. Don't big book. 71 pages book. She understands it was.
Okay. Thank you, Ajay.
Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thanks for giving the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Thank you for
Wonderful, wonderful listeners.
being part of our channel. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ajay.
Thank you, Ajay.
Beautiful,
Garu.
beautiful. Thank you all.
Thank you, Jason.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ajay Babu sir.